We was like, yeah, you just did 2 minutes. Yeah, but, we scored, whatever, we won. And we get to the locker room, and then I see him fall on the ground having a seizure. And so I'm thinking like maybe he, needs some sugar or something like that they give him, and then he'll be okay. And they brought the defibrillator and everything in there, man. And he just was not responsive. And so we saw Thomas Harrion die in the locker room.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Around the Association. Now, Shaq's podcast, one of his co-hosts is Anthony, better known as Spice Adams. As you may know or may not know, Adams actually had a 9-year career in the NFL. And on this particular podcast, Shaq and the crew got to talking about Damar Hamlin, and much continued prayer for that brother. We want him to continue to get better. He was released from Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati Hospital, and now he's back in Buffalo, still getting treatment. So we're sending our prayers to him. Now, Spice Adams was talking and having a conversation, and talked about why this particular incident hit so close to home for him. Much has been made about how light Skip Bayless has actually made Damar Hamlin's injury really during the time. He since kind of sort of tried to backtrack, not really. Wanted to kind of stand his ground when Shannon Sharpe didn't show up the next day, and then came the following day and tried his monologue, and Shannon couldn't get it out because Skip was so determined to say, hey, I stand by what I said, I stand by my tweet. And Shannon, was obviously very frustrated. Michael Strahan, he actually spoke about it on NFL Sunday in regards to how frustrated he was. If you haven't already, go back and check those videos out. We've actually got those up detailing both. And Anthony Spice Adams, he talked about why the Damar Hamlin scenario actually kind of, actually seeing that, what that kind of did to him. Take a listen.
Absolutely. Hey, Spice, I really do want to give you the floor because you know intimately what it's like to be out there on that type of field. And you've also had a situation where you had to watch a teammate collapse like this. And you were saying when we were talking in our group chat that it was kind of giving you PTSD and bringing up bad memories. But when you see that, young man, where do you go and what do you go through when you watch something like that, just as a brethren in football?
It sucks, man. Because, it was a routine tackle. It's a tackle that you would do every day in practice, and just the fact that you see your teammate laying down on the ground and he's not even moving, like he's not doing anything to let you know that he's okay, like that, it's traumatizing.
And as a fellow player, that's, I think, people understanding why Michael Strahan was so passionate and why Shannon Sharpe didn't show up for work the next day. A lot of Skip Bayless, he kind of lost. He's always been kind of a shock jock, say certain things, kind of but he don't understand when you're talking about someone's health. That's a little bit different than just criticizing their game or talking down on them like he does LeBron, or that's different. But when someone's health is in the balance, then that's no time but that's just who he is. So that shows that really his own air persona isn't really made up. He's just that self-centered, that egotistical. Now, Spice Adams continued and gave actually a detailed account of his scenario where he actually saw a teammate of his, when they left the field, die during his playing days with the 49ers. Take a listen here.
And then in my situation, when I was with the 49ers, my teammate Thomas Harrion, they had just got off the field from doing a 2-minute drive, and we scored a touchdown, and he was walking off the field saying, "Man, I'm tired." Well, he was like, "Yeah, you just did 2 minutes. Yeah, but, we scored, whatever, we won." And we get to the locker room, and then I see him fall on the ground having a seizure. And so I'm thinking like maybe he, needs some sugar or something like that they give him, and then he'll be okay. And they brought the defibrillator and everything in there, man. And he just was not responsive. And so we saw Thomas Harrion die in the locker room in Denver, after playing a football game. So, and that right there is not talked about enough, or not talked about at all. And it's just it's terrible to see something like that happen to Damar Hamlin. And for that to happen during the game or just in general, man, it's traumatizing as a teammate.
Wow. I mean, I appreciate Spice Adams for sharing that story, to be honest with you, because that has to be a hard thing to even try to go back and relive. I mean, the time that you saw a teammate die in the locker room, someone you've been out on the gridiron with, that you every day you're hitting each other in practice, you're laughing on the team bus, to see anyone die, and then to see anyone lay there and die, take their last breath. That's a serious situation. And Thomas Harrion, he had family, that really loved him. So to get that call, imagine your child growing up Pop Warner, playing Parks and Rec, playing, middle school, high school, get to college, then they actually fulfill their dream where they're on an NFL team. And you have to be riding at such a high, but to then get a call that your child died shortly after leaving the playing field. Skip Bayless, man, I don't know. I don't have anything really good to say. Actually, YouTube would flag my video if I actually said how I really felt. But Skip's dirty, man. That's really dirty. Now, what I will say is, some people would be like, and I'm included in that, like, that would have been so traumatizing, man. It'd been hard to kind of go back out on the field if you're a teammate. I understand you got bills to pay and you have your own drill, your own dreams that you want to accomplish, but you go back and then you look to a locker where there was somebody there and they're not there. People don't talk about that. And I appreciate Spice Adams. He actually had more to say in regards to that. Take a listen.
You went on to have a career after that, Spice. How do you get yourself back in the headspace? Because I know, just the person that I am, if I saw that happen in front of me and I was participating in it, it would be very hard for me to step back out on that field. Very hard for me to get back in that arena. Where do you go to be able to do it again and to be able to try and put it behind you? Do you say we play for, were you guys saying like we're playing for Thomas? Is that what the Bills do? Is, even the rest of the NFL, you're looking at this and thinking, could it be me?
That's what we conditioned to do as athletes. Like, we block out pain, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whatever it is, we block it out, and we just go out and play the game. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna play for Damar Hamlin, just as we played for Thomas Harrion. But that's what we do. Like, if you sign a contract to play football, that's what you do. You play football. If you sign a contract to play basketball, that's what you do. And we just block everything else out. And it's not healthy, but it's just, that's what we do.
Man. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think, man. I can't say it enough. I got even more respect for Anthony Adams. I always liked him. I thought his skits was hilarious. and some of his comedy and stuff. But I gotta even more respect for the brother, because actually putting this out, and he actually just said, hey, it's not healthy being a professional athlete. Some of the things we have to continue to then go play a game, it's not healthy. And I'm sure we all deal with it. Like, we all had death in our family where we had to go back to work. So it's not just them, but based on their career, they may get judged even harshly for it, because it looks like they're doing something fun. It's something that you want to do. It's something we all grew up doing, playing football, kill the man with the football, all of that. So you think about, hey, they're playing a game. How can you go out and play a game? Well, that's their 9 to 5. So it is what it is with that. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm gonna talk with you next time.